Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, PattSun, and today we're gonna be taking a look at r/Surviving Infidelity, where OP's fiancé ruined their 10-year relationship. Let's begin. Fiancé cheated on me tonight after 10 years. Never felt like this before. Posted by Reddit user Soggy.7145.
I'm still in shock. I don't know when it's going to properly hit me. I've been with her for 10 years, since I was 20 and she was 17. We met young and grew up together, moved cities, built memories, loved each other with so much passion. I can't help but blame myself. I'm really introverted, and that trait just became stronger over the years as I got comfortable with her. Most times I would be happy just sitting and gaming or working on my novel. I feel like I didn't give her the attention she needed and pushed her into this. The day before, she told me she cares about me but is falling out of love. Usually she doesn't talk about feelings often, and it came out of the blue. She even said herself she prefers to bottle it up. I didn't sleep that night. I just walked around the beach listening to audiobooks, trying to correlate everything and find a solution. Eventually I sent her a message in the early morning stating that if she didn't love me anymore, she needed to be honest and let me know so we can both move forward. She messaged back when she woke up saying please come home. So I did. Then the crying started and we had a decent conversation. I offered her one of my Valiums and suddenly she was back to her normal self and my heart lifted with hope. Later in the day, she said she wanted to go for a walk. She went to the pet shop, a comfort place, and sent me photos of all the birds and cats. This led to another message saying she saw her friend Jacob there, never heard of the guy, and that they were catching up for a drink. I'm not the jealous type and she's an individual woman, so I said, okay, be safe, I love you. Hours passed with no contact. I started to worry about our conversation from before the Valium and tried calling to see if she was okay. Here is where I did the wrong thing. But I guess I'm glad I did. I went on her Facebook because she'd left her laptop open at home. All through it was her and her best friend talking about how she's with this Jacob guy and not going beyond third base, like that's the cutoff point for cheating. They were laughing about it and hyping up the scenario in the messages like it was something empowering. I've never seen this side of her in my life, and it shifted my whole perception of reality, trust, and love. I luckily have supportive parents who I contacted in a fit of tears explaining the situation, and now I'm on a train to the airport to fly north and be around people who love me before I do anything stupid. She sent me a message at 2 a.m. lying, saying she was staying at her girlfriend's, but in the messages she told her friend she was at this guy's house. 10 years of my life just shattered like glass. I don't even feel like a real person right now. I can't stop disassociating. I messaged her saying my dad isn't well and I'm flying up to see him, a white lie, but he does have blood cancer, so it's believable enough. I'm not sure where to go from here. I want to come back and get my cat at some point. He's the only son I have and I'm going to miss him so much.
OP, if you're not tied to where you live and have no financial obligations such as a lease, OP, go get your belongings including your cat and move to where your support system exists. I assume that's with your parents. Go to therapy for your pain and go to the gym and stay in shape. OP, I can't stress this enough. Never, ever take that cheater back. Good luck. And now for today's second story. I found divorce papers in my air vent. Posted by Reddit user Throwaway Amity.
I found divorce papers in my air vent. Throwaway due to privacy reasons. I and my husband have been married for 4 years now, together for 7. And it's going fantastically well. He's handsome, cute, kind, loving, and makes me feel safe and wanted and loved and protected. He takes me on dates, shows physical affection wherever he can, and also just makes me feel happy. We have no kids, but we are trying for it. So the other day I was cleaning the house. I'm a housewife, and I was cleaning the air vent at the top of the staircase aisle because we had never cleaned it ever since we bought the house. And when I opened it, there was a box, an unmarked box. I took it out and then opened it, and then there was a note more about it somewhere down below. Divorce papers, already with our names on it. The only thing wasn't filled in was the signatures of us. I was crushed. He had just gone to work after kissing me for 7 to 8 minutes and hugged me, and everything has been going great. So why this? I opened the note and it read as follows. It is with immense regret and sadness that your love between you and my name has ran its course. I'm sorry, his name. You didn't deserve this. Or you did. I don't know. Maybe she cheated. Maybe you did. Maybe the love didn't last for you. All those times, all those moments of being with her are of no use now. In the end, she did go away. Or you rather made her leave. She's gone. Never coming back. It's okay, you fucking R-word piece of shit. You didn't deserve her in the first place. Dumb and stupid and delusional is what you are, since you didn't push her away in the first place. You don't deserve love. You deserve to be shot. Or she cheated on you. I'm sorry for that. She let another man's dick inside her, and she didn't back off. She had an affair, physical or emotional, and she didn't choose you. Forget her. Forgive her. Because to be amity is to be forgiving. And you deserve the peace, my friend. You did everything that you could. But she wanted more. Listen to We Don't Understand Each Other from ST3 and go to sleep. Hit the gym tomorrow. I'm here for you. Take care, mate. Yours, his name. His note was from himself by himself for himself. I'm crying right now. I've never cheated on him and never even had the thought of cheating on him. All I want is him to be with me. What should I do? It breaks me to see how he thinks like this. Update. Hello everyone. Thank you for all your support and the reception to this post. A lot has happened in the last 7 hours, so here is my final update. Just a few things I think you should know. He is depressed but has gotten considerably better due to medical means and therapy. He was diagnosed with OCD and depression moderate. He also has been portraying signs of imposter syndrome ever since we started dating, but not to the extent that it could be considered seriously. He is quite smart as he has been to an Ivy League school, and is now currently working as a head of department of R&D in a well-paying job. But he doesn't openly express emotions, struggles with affection display. He does portray how much he loves me and makes me feel wanted, but he's still afraid of opening up. Him and I love each other to the extent that it cannot be described, and I definitely don't want to lose him. The mere thought of cheating disgusts me. How can I throw myself at someone who I don't even know and fucking care about? So he came home. I was sitting on the couch with the box on the coffee table. He tried to kiss me but froze the moment he saw the box. I broke down at that point because the thought of him not coming home to me every day broke me. He came to comfort me, but I pushed him away. I am just crying and saying, why? Why would you do this? You think you don't deserve me, or you thought I fucking cheated on you? He said nothing. After I calmed down, he said that he had made the arrangements for this, a contingency plan 3 to 4 months ago, when an office worker of his got cheated on and another office worker's marriage failed as the wife didn't find the husband attractive or interesting anymore, and also that was coincidentally the time he became a Reddit user. And he started to get frightened about this issue as he read many posts on r/SurvivingInfidelity and also open marriages and relationships. He didn't tell me that he'd been using Reddit for the last couple of months. He really tried to hold it in, but failed and went to a lawyer and got the papers done just in case. He said that he loves me to death and still finds me insanely attractive to the extent he doesn't want to leave me for 1 microsecond. And that if I were comfortable, he wants to spend the entire life of his with me. But he just couldn't handle the thought of another man even touching me, and he said that he just can't, even for his life, share me with anyone, and that I'm his and he's mine. Mine and mine alone. And I'm his and only his. He said he isn't trying to justify what he had done, and what he had done was wrong and unforgivable. But he said that he hopes I can understand the circumstances that made him do this, and that how much he doesn't want to lose me and can never ever share me with anyone. And that he loves me the most, and that he'd do anything for me, and begged me to be transparent when I'm bored in the marriage, so we can talk it out and work through it and pull through like always, and for any reason that I feel upset or have a problem with. At this point, we both were breaking down. He tried to come closer to touch and comfort me, and I let him. I wrapped my arms around him and didn't let go. We hugged forever and cried our hearts out. When he finally pulled back and he kissed me for God knows how long. I don't want to lose him. I love this man and I want to be around him forever and ever. We fell asleep on the couch with me on top of him. When we woke up and had breakfast, then we burned the divorce papers and the note in our backyard and used the remnants of the combustion as manure for our plantations. After that we took a bath and we just snuggled. I never let go, and so did he. We held each other for hours, until we were okay-ish. We got up, and he made lunch while I hugged him from behind, and then we ate and snuggled. He fell asleep and I'm typing this while watching him sleep. He's still reaching out for me and his hand is on my thigh. We discussed and will consult a therapist for the both of us to counter the things he has in his mind. The more I look at him, the more I smile because I know I've found the one for me.
I'm so glad that you were able to work through this together, OP. This sounds like a best case scenario in my opinion. It's also nice that you burned the papers. I bet that was really cathartic for the both of you. Here's to some good therapy that strengthens your bond even more. Good luck. And now for today's final story. I ruined the marriage and my family for revenge. Posted by a deleted Reddit user.
So I recently discovered this sub and had a personal story to share. On mobile, so forgive formatting, grammar, etc. Story is several years old. I've always been the black sheep of the family. Cousins grew up to be doctors, professors, creatives, and whatever else. Meanwhile, I've managed to just make a humble, stable, passive income through some business decisions, Nothing fancy, but I can afford a 1-bedroom in New York City and live comfortably with that and a part-time job in a cafe. Everyone in the family, including my own parents, judged me harshly for not pushing myself to do what my cousins do, especially my one cousin we will call Randy. Think the stereotypical dude bro who got rich thanks to working for his dad. Multiply that by 10 and you got Randy. Anyway, he always gave me the most shit. And eventually I just tuned them out because I get to enjoy my life with my significant other, work part-time and still afford what I want. So to cut the bullshit short, Randy has a wife and 2 kids. He also had a mistress. I found this out cause one day when I was walking through the city when I saw him walking down the street with a woman who clearly wasn't his wife, arms around each other. I checked Facebook and saw he had indeed posted about visiting a bagel shop in the city while on a business trip that morning, so we had indeed in the city. So I decided fuck it, let me see how this plays out. I followed them for 5 hours, snapped several photos, one of them going into a hotel together. I held onto these and waited until Christmas that year, about 6 months later. I decided to unceremoniously drop printed photos in front of everyone at the table before dinner, and made sure to get his wife to see them. Cue screaming and fighting. I actually got a black eye out of it. It was Randy's dad who did it though, not him. Cue police, a lot of questioning. My significant other and I get kicked out. We head back home after talking to the cops one last time. The aftermath. Besides Randy's wife and another cousin who hates Randy, my family cut me off entirely for several years. Whatever, even my parents had always expressed disappointment in me for not applying myself fully, so no real loss there. Randy got divorced. Lost full custody of the kids after threatening his ex. Family occasionally tries to guilt me into apologizing, but my response is some variation of not gonna apologize for outing a cheating cunt, and I'm promptly blocked for another few months. Significant other and Randy's ex-wife are good friends and the kids call me uncle. Nice having a family who actually loves me unconditionally for once. Significant other and I got married, and that's when my family last tried to get into contact with me. And were actually nice for once. Seeing me moving on, I guess, eats at them, I don't know. Maybe realizing their punching bag is gone for good. That's it really, living my best life now with a good family as opposed to a shit one. Edit. First, thanks for support and awards. Second, a bunch of y'all seem to think being abused is not traumatic or bad, as several comments seem to be saying, wow, you're a bad person for having a negative reaction to abuse and not handling it like a golden human being. So I'll clarify, the comments about my wasted potential weren't just, oh, your cousin's a doctor, what about you? They were, can't believe Randy just sealed a deal for X amount of dollars. Are you still working at that shitty cafe? Are you still saying what's her name? The girl with the pudgy stomach. Aren't you ever gonna do anything with your life? I'd feel so worthless living like that. Those are the nicer ones. The worst ones include being told that it's better I didn't try as I wouldn't amount to anything, and other such things along those lines, as I really don't care to remember the more toxic lines. I'm not interested in judgment. Go post on my the asshole threads if you want to say your piece about that. But don't fucking tell me that I wasn't an abuse victim and wasn't treated horribly by my own family just because I didn't spell out the nitty-gritty details.
This is a strange blend between petty and nuclear, and I like it. Quite honestly, at first, the title got me scared. I thought that you ruined your own marriage for revenge. I'm glad that it's not the case. Well done, OP. Randy deserved it, and quite honestly, just go no contact with your family. Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my YouTube channel for you to watch absolutely free. So consider clicking that super thanks just below the video title, or you can use my PayPal in the description box down below. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, make sure to subscribe to PattSun to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.